having an autumn day. And here in the UK, it's a sunny, beautiful afternoon. And I just thought I'd give you firstly just a little present moment reminder. So, eating strawberries at the moment. It's really easy just to eat things and not pay attention to what we're doing. And so actually eat one, more than we need, two, the wrong kind of stuff that our body doesn't want, rubbish basically. And we don't know that because we're kind of lost in thought all the time. So we might be eating something and then at the same time going through our phone. So eating, going through our phone, or talking to someone and scoffing stuff down, or watching TV, reading something. I'm actually present with what we're putting in our body. So here's a little reminder, strawberries in the UK are starting to come out now, which is awesome. There's loads of other fruit and things, and I eat a lot of fruit. So be present. So what does that mean? So this, we can use all our senses, 5 senses. So we can look at it. So I can see the lovely red colour. Just look, just realise you probably never actually really looked that much at a strawberry before. And let's see if it actually looks really pretty. And then you can touch it so you can feel the weight here of it and smell. And I've cut the top off so you can smell it a lot. It smells really nice. It helps if you want to smell something to actually, instead of just like that, actually shut your eyes and take a big breath inwards through your nose. And then that alone, and you can feel it, if you feel your belly expand when you're breathing, so like that, and then you'll actually feel really relaxed at the same time as well. So you can get an inhale of something really nice, like strawberry, or there's loads of roses outside. Breathe in, and then you can just feel that relaxation spread through your body as well. So that's a double bonus for you. So that's that, and then we've got so we've done look. We can't really hear anything with these. So that's hearing, touch, taste, and smell. So taste, the last one. So taste it. Shut your eyes. I'm not going to taste this. I mean, how often do we ever do that with food? Even if it's just, I'm not saying every single bite of food you eat, you have to do that. Just do it every now and then. Like, maybe if it's the first, before you have like you've got a meal, like I just had a salad outside, or some fruit, just the first bite, try and just actually taste it and see what it's like. It's pretty powerful. But what I was actually going to talk about today was, I haven't actually posted in a couple of days, which has been very bad, me, so I should be posting every day. But it's because I've been working on this masterpiece here, which is called, the document's called My Life. And it's basically what I've been doing is taking a long, hard look at everything in my life, really, to make sure it's the way I want it to go. Because we have total control with which direction our life goes. So the title of this video is about being a bit of driftwood. So if you think about a river and there's a bit of just driftwood on the river, it's just floating and it goes with the current. So it's just following it along. It doesn't have control, it's just going along with the flow. And that's how I often think about, that's what I often think about most people living their lives, is like that. So you're brought up in a certain culture, with a certain family, with other people around you that are doing certain things. And it's really easy just to kind of fall into that and just do what they do, so copy whatever they're doing. That's what I did for most of my life, so up to date as well. So everyone else was having a certain kind of career path and kind of went along with that. Certain relationship status, certain kind of things that we would do. So I used to go to the pub. This is like quite a long time ago. But I used to go to the pub all the time because that's what my friends did at the time. Just kind of, and then gradually over the years, just realised things that actually don't serve me and I don't have to do. So yes, you could be going to the pub every week because that's what your mates do, and I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm just saying maybe there's other things outside your current box of kind of what you've created for yourself and what society's created for you that is actually going to be more aligned with what you want to do. So instead of going to the pub with the same old group of people talking about the same old kind of stuff, maybe you might actually want to find more inspiring people to hang out with or talk to, that kind of thing. So basically that's what I've been doing. I've been looking at my life in all these different categories. So there's been things like social life, like what do I want, what have I got at the moment in terms of social life, what do I want to have, why do I want to have it, and how can I actually get there, and how can I make that change in my life. Same with health and fitness, we've got certain things maybe I want to improve on, then write down what I want to do there as well. Career, so we've got my business, Be Here Now. How do I want to take that? It can go in quite a few different ways, and it's really kicking off like big time at the moment. And there's loads of growth happening. So like, how do I want to take that? Like, what do I want? Why do I want to do something? Like, why do I want to take my career in a particular way? Like, what's driving me, and is that the right thing for me, etc. Questions like that. So really getting conscious about all these things in your life. Same with finances as well, like how much money do I want to have to meet my lifestyle kind of goals. What kind of quality of life do I want? So that's things like, do I want to be traveling a lot? What's the environment that I'm in at the moment? Am I happy with that? So my home, my garden, the things around me. Material things, so do I want to have loads of materialistic goods? And for me it's a definite no, because I really don't care about that kind of stuff, but for you it might be yes. I'd prefer to spend money on travel and experiences like that, for example, but each to their own. And other areas of my life really I'm taking a good long hard look at to see, okay, what do I want from that. And it's been a really good exercise to do, and I've actually turned them all into affirmations. So what I'm going to do is actually start reading these. So I've got a few pages here. I'm going to read these before, because before bed and first thing when you wake up is when your mind is still in a certain brainwave state. I think it's called theta, but I might be wrong. It's when you first wake up, you have a certain brainwave state which really absorbs all the information. So if you read when you first wake up and before you go to bed, like the last 20 minutes and the first 20 minutes upon waking, if you read things like this, it's your brain is like a sponge. It would suck up all that information, and then what happens with affirmations is that you start believing these things. So even if you don't actually have something at the moment, if you believe that you're going to get something or you have it already, it's almost like your mind tells your body. No, your mind. If your mind believes it, then it's true almost. So just try it for yourself. So I'll just read out a couple of examples from mine. So let's say like a health and fitness one maybe. So for example, my body is slim yet muscular, and that is the case at the moment, but I'd like to get a bit more muscular. But if I believe that my body is slim yet muscular, that means I'm actually going to take actions to make that happen without even kind of really realizing it. So it's really powerful. So that's one little example. I'll see if there's one more. Money is another one. So those people I talked to lately have got this kind of money scarcity mindset, and this is probably another whole video to do on this, but basically it's where we don't really believe that we're enough, we don't have enough, we always want more of something, and this really limits us like massively. Like it's definitely limited me over the years, like hugely, and I think I will do another video on this because it's loads of people I talked to lately have come up with this issue. But for example, finances, I put a couple of affirmations here. I live in an abundant universe. So it doesn't even just mean financially, but it can mean in terms of things coming to you, money, but also joy and other things like food, and everything's abundant. You're not scarce, like nothing's lacking from your life. And we might have picked up these kind of beliefs of scarcity a long time ago, and not even realizing they're impacting us, but they do, like hugely, massively. And another one is I have a healthy, loving relationship with money, and things that I do now are every time I pay for something, or every time something gets given to me. So if I pay for something or someone pays me, I thank that, that transaction. I'm like, thank you for receiving that money. And I still thank when I give money. So I was at the supermarket earlier today, so I thank that transaction happening, that I have money to pay. And that's the only time you actually feel wealthy, because there's a big survey done with those of multi-millionaires and billionaires, and I think this guy interviewed was like hundreds of them, of these like top rich people in the world, and asked them all, do you feel wealthy? And they all said basically no. And then so he would ask one, why, do you feel wealthy? And they'd say no. And then he'd say, the other guy would say, or the interviewer would say, well, why don't you feel wealthy? And then the billionaire would say, oh, because I don't have a private jet yet. I have got loads and loads of money in the bank, but I don't have a private jet, so I don't feel wealthy yet. And then he'd go to another one, an even richer guy, and ask him, do you feel wealthy? And he'd say, no. And then the interviewer would say, well, why? You've got a private jet? And he said, yeah, but it's only a small private jet. It can only fit six people. So that just shows that even these hugely rich people still don't feel rich. So you might be thinking, when I make X more dollars or pounds, I'm going to be happy. It's never going to fulfill you on that level, ever. Billionaires can't get there, you can't get there. So on that level. So it's all about this gratitude for giving money and receiving money. So every time it's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, paying for things and then receiving. So just be thankful that what you pay for and then what you receive, be thankful during that time. And it took me a while to kind of get this in my head, but it's really, really true. It's really, really true. And also you can have affirmations around money, and you can believe that money will come to me. I'm deserving of money. And when you start believing that kind of stuff, then these things are likely to happen in your life, which might sound far-fetched to some of you, but it's really true. So I just recommend giving that a go. And so that's money, and then as I said, looking at your life. And this is what I do with people. So I work on people's mindset primarily, but it can be focused on anything. So people they might want to change their career. I was talking to someone yesterday who wants to also become a coach, wants to change his career. I can help with that stuff. Also, your emotions. So that's another category of my life thing. I can go through this whole stuff with you, and this is what I kind of do with people. And it's not until you do this that you're actually in control of your life, because otherwise you're just like that bit of driftwood. You're just going with the flow. All your mind is all conditioned by thoughts that aren't even yours and just come from society and culture, maybe your family, and actually you can break free from all of that. So yeah, it's not until you kind of get out of those thought patterns, for one, and also kind of open yourself up to what's possible, that you can start actually changing your life and then getting the life that you want. Like, I'm just so excited about my life. Like, really, really excited. I remember a few years ago, I definitely wasn't excited about it. I remember there's times at weekends I just thought, I just can't even bother to get out of bed, really. Like, I just thought, what is the point? What's the point of it all? So I had a kind of shitty job that I didn't enjoy. I thought, what is the point to life, really? Like, is this all there is? And no, it's not. Trust me on this, it's not all there is. There's so much more. It's like, it's hard to put into words, but it's like a before and after. It's like Christians might say it's like you're born again, and that's kind of what it's like. Although there's nothing religious that I do, it's all just to do with the present moment, really, and how our mind works. So it's been like born again, and it's like and create any life you want. I mean, how amazing is that? So just don't settle for whatever you have now. Like maybe you're amazingly happy, but most people aren't. Most people want to make changes, and just realize that anything is possible. Like, and I can really help you with that. I want to help you with that because I've done it with my own life, and I've helped loads of people do the same, and I'd love to help you as well. So leave a comment below if this has helped you, or share with anyone. And this group is actually going to be private in about 2 days' time, so that whatever anyone posts won't leave this group. At the moment, it's just pending. Send me a message. Let me know how I can help you, like, take control of your life. And I'd love to work with you. Alright guys, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you all soon.